Rise and shine on Australia's Vision Christian Radio.
Well, it's Friday, Phil, and today is Finance Friday, and we have Melissa Goodin from Retire Me Young. She's always got some truth to share with us. Melissa, welcome to Rise and Shine.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Phil. Lovely to be here.
Well, we love having a chat to you because you just bring so much wisdom around finance for us. And one of the things that I guess lots of people might be looking at the moment is their super balances, because the share market has been up and it's been down. There's a lot of movement. I thought maybe you could give us some advice.
Yeah, it's a bit unpleasant, right? I mean, everyone loves the ups. No one loves the downs. Unfortunately, I'm going to sound like a typical financial advisor, and remember, this is always general advice. It's the downs that make you the money. It's the downs that you got to start to love if you really want to start creating wealth. It's not the ups that make you the money. Yes, you want the up at the end, if and when you ever want to sell, but in reality, the best investors never, ever, ever sell. So my advice is breathe deep, get used to the emotional uncomfortability of the ups and downs, and learn how to make them your friend. Learn how to make good decisions in the downturns so that when the ups come, you're like, yee. So, yeah, it's not all bad. You just got to understand it and take advantage of it.
Okay, so what you're saying, because obviously the markets are sort of jittery at the moment, so many things going on around the world. You're saying this is a great time for people to buy, not to be afraid, but to actually jump in there and buy some more.
Exactly. And I give a simple analogy, like everyone loves investment property, right? If there was any time in history when you wanted to buy an investment property, would it be when it's really high or would it be when it's really low? Like everyone knows that the best time to buy investment property is 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, any time but now.
Yeah.
Right? And it's exactly the same with your super, and it's exactly the same with the share market. So if it's called contrarian investing, if you can just get your head around like buy, and really forget about what the value is worth. Yes, when you retire, it's really important what the value is worth. But even when you're retired, remember you're living off the income of your portfolio. So it's, again, similar to an investment property. If you had $1 million investment property and it was giving you $1,000 a week rent and you were living on that rental in retirement, if it crashed to $500,000 and it was still giving you $1,000 a week rental income, you wouldn't sell it. You wouldn't. I mean, it'd be uncomfortable, it'd be unpleasant, but you definitely wouldn't sell it. And if you had money, you'd probably buy another one, because who doesn't want to buy another investment property that costs $500,000 and gives you $1,000 a week rental? So I guess the point is, the value of your investments and the value of the income that you get are two totally very separate things. So don't get concerned around if you're retired, your balance is crashed. Yes, if you're invested in the right stuff, it'll eventually come back. You'll still get your dividend return. And then if you're young and you're still acquiring funds, remember, you should, if you're one of my clients or if you follow my advice, you really need to be investing every single week. You need to be in cash flow surplus as a family, and you need to be not saving, you need to be investing every single week. And if you were investing every single week, right now you'd be saying, yippee, because I'm getting in at a 10% discount to the market, or some of my funds are doing a 16% discount to the market. So that's the stuff you buy. If your portfolio is down, look at what's down and go, is that a good investment? Well, then let's buy more of it. So, yeah, it's just a bit of a different way of seeing things.
Yeah, it is. Are you finding a lot of your clients are, or not a lot, but some of your clients are nervous at the moment and they're contacting you saying, oh, Melissa, everything's going down. Is your job right now really as a coach to sort of encourage everyone to just stay on course and stay on the path that you put them on years ago?
You know what? I have these really hard conversations with my clients when they come on, because I've been doing this for 18 years. I went through the global financial crisis. I saw people make really bad decisions. I saw people sell out of Commonwealth Bank shares when they crashed in half and then put it into a Commonwealth Bank deposit. And they would have gotten the same kind of income had they just kept the shares, and then when those shares returned, they would have had all their money back. So I've seen people make really bad decisions. So I always do say to my clients, I prepare them. I say, look, this is what happens. Share markets are going to crash. If you look at the history of markets, there's always going to be downturns, and no one's ever going to tell you when they happen. And that's just part and parcel of how you get the higher return. So yes, clients, I have a handful of clients, literally I could count it on one hand, because most of my clients are educated. And the ones that do call up and say, oh, they're mostly the retired ones. And it is a little bit more scary when you're in retirement phase. But the ones that are leading up to retirement or younger, they might call and say, hey, it's, whatever, but should we put more in? And I'm like, yes, very good student. Yes, we should
Well
put
done.
more in.
Well, Melissa, you know what? I've said this last time you were on. You make a whole lot of sense
Yes.
when we talk about dollars and cents. It sounds like really sound wisdom and really sound advice. Hey,
Yeah,
Phil.
thank you so much for jumping on board with us. Melissa, give you a shout out to your website. Where can people go to connect with you?
retiremeyoung.com. Just book a phone call. Happy to help.
So I'm going to repeat that. It's retiremeyoung.com.au or just retiremeyoung.com?
.com.au, just Google Retire Me Young, you'll find me. I'm at Kira on the Gold Coast.
That is Melissa Goodin from Retire Me Young. Thank you so much. And that is great advice in the midst of what we're watching in the world markets right now, especially to those of us who are invested in the share market with our super funds especially. Stay the course, hey, Melissa, and if you can afford, buy some more now.
Yep, sounds great. And end of financial year is coming, super deductions, tax deductions. So even a better time to get in and get low prices in the market and tax deductions.
Thanks for taking time to listen to this audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. To find out more about us, go to vision.org.au.